Oh, well, actually, I need to take this call, so hopefully you populate while I answer this call.
Because they need to blow you one more kiss.
Oh, okay. One more kiss. One more kiss.
Okay, all good.
Ugga mugga. Ugga mugga. I love you. He knows. Ugga mugga. I love you so much. Mwah. Mwah.
Now you're all good.
Okay. I'll see you in 2 days. I love you, but you can call me anytime. Okay. I love you. Oh, don't be sad. Mwah. I miss you too. Mwah. Love you. Love you, boopers.
Now you're good.
Okay. 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 Love you. Bye-bye. Bye. Well, that was probably an entertaining little unexpected thing. Oh, you guys couldn't even see me. Could you hear me? I'm so sorry. So what happened was I had gotten off the phone with my granddaughter, and she I forgot that my facing camera wasn't on, and she just apparently she didn't blow me enough kisses through the phone, so she needed to call back and blow me some kisses. So yeah. Yes. Oh, I felt really bad. No, I was like, because I had already talked to her, it was like, I hope everything's okay. But anyway, it was, yes. Anyway, she's too sweet. Because you couldn't see her, no, you weren't intruding at all. I can see how it would feel that way though. Okay, I have been watching Kitty Ree. I did put it in the description box to figure out this panel thing. And so one of the things she said that I'm going to use this yarn today, Hirschner's Worsted Gradients. And I'm not going to use any waste yarn, not today anyway. One of the things she said, and I should have learned this last time. I have to have something over here to set the yarn on. All my makeshift yarn ball holders. I have to put it in this bowl. All right. One of the things she said, this is nice about this. This is Sentro. All Hirschner's yarn, as far as I know, if it's their branded yarn, always has the Sentro Easy Start. Love it. Anyway, she said to start in the panel setting and start one peg past the white peg. So we're going to try this today and see if this is better. Do you feel like you're up close enough here? Does that feel close enough, like you can see what's going on? All right. Let me turn the sound all the way down here. And go here. And go watch my live so I can check on here too, just in case. Yes, it's clear. Okay. So they said, and I have to move the whole table because the suction cups are really good, to start on the panel setting and not on the tubular setting. And that's what I did differently last time. And to start one peg past. So I'm going to leave my tail, and I'm going to do the alternating like you do. Why is it? Okay, hold on. Well, it stopped because it thought that's where I wanted the panel to end. Hopefully this will cooperate now. Okay, now I'm going to switch it to panel. All right. Let's try this again. I'm still learning. I know it's late, but it is a holiday tomorrow. So see, it's still not. Okay. We'll fake it out. That's what we'll do. Okay. That's what we'll do. Okay, now I should be able to go the entire way, alternating. Okay, yep. I'm just making sure I did it right. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about waste yarn this particular time. Can you guys hear me all right? I know I'm talking downward and I don't know if I'm talking at the computer well enough. I should have used Restream because Restream lets you have 2 cameras and that's what I intended to do. But it's not what I did because, you know, why would I do it the way I wanted to do it? Getting some more yarn here. Okay. So I'm going to go the entire way. Oops. Okay. Behind. Front. Behind. Make sure I didn't screw up and miss a stitch there. No, I didn't. All right. So she said something that's really important is that your yarn is in that spot right there. That spot under, even though that's the end, that's the, what am I trying to say? Even though I should have, based on my number of pegs, gone behind that, she said it needs to be under that. So that's as far as it will go. And now, when you're on panel mode, it forces you to start to come back the other way. Well, and it's not doing it. It's not doing anything. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. I'll put it through there. And now it's going. So you saw it lost a couple stitches, right? And that's why you want to go the whole way. If your goal is to go the entire size, this is a 48 pin. In the tutorial that I linked, she goes through all the things. Like how do you make it smaller? How do you make it bigger? I found her very helpful. Now, one thing with when you're in panel mode, do you after this? Okay, perfect. After you do the cast on, they recommend you at least put it through here. But as far as the tensioner thing, it's up to you. She said she always just uses her hand. I'm going to go ahead and use it. We'll see. We'll see. Now, this is classified a 4-weight yarn. This ball is 8 ounces and 489 yards. It's a very reasonable price. Their gradients are really nice. I would call this very striping, but it's all in the same shades. So when you're in panel mode, all of a sudden it will get to where it won't let you turn the knob anymore. And then now we're going to go back the other way and hope. Yep. So we're just missing those in the middle there. All right. Let's see if we can actually get a panel. I'm going to show you the other tip or trick I picked up. I'm going to have to figure out which video that was. And it says to always just go past your last stitch. Go until it stops. So that when you come back, you're not losing additional stitches. Yeah, I need to pull yarn out. All right. Once this center pull is a little looser, I probably won't need to pull yarn out like this. But once we get a little bit of a panel going, you can already see it's better in general than my last, oops, wrong way, time. So this is to make a panel. And my idea of using this particular yarn is if it actually works, I would love to, so it gets to where it stops and then I turn back the other way. I would love to get to where I could make a panel sweater with it. In the tube setting, you can make your sleeves very easily with the 48 pin. If you have really small arms, I would say probably the 40 pin, but she shows how to make it smaller if you only have the 48 pin. I want the 22 pin to make amigurumi. That's my next goal. But, you know, I might have been to Joann's a little bit. So I might not have extra money to go get more. Oh, yeah. Something I forgot to mention. In tubular mode, it will stitch count. In panel mode, it will not. So she said, go ahead and, oh, I got all knotted up. That was my fault. Not watching my yarn. So in panel mode, it won't stitch count. So if you're concerned about it, then have a row counter. Otherwise, just go ahead and measure, especially if you're making something like a wearable. Just measure, and then that way, yeah, this is going much better than last time. So the key was doing that cast on with panel mode and going all the way past, and so we're only losing these 3 stitches here. Now, once I get a little bit more on this, I'm going to go ahead and do the other trick that I saw. I'm actually going to grab different clamps than I did, but notice I'm going past, and then when it stops, then I go back the other way. And since I'm pretty new to this, I don't know what I'm doing. I think it must be the angle I'm doing the handle at, because it's not the yarn. It's definitely a user error. Hey, Linda, let me say hi to everybody. You finished your socks. Way to go, Melissa. That's awesome. So yeah, the tension knob, this part, yes, this part is optional, but then I would have to hold the tension. And I'm not so sure. So Linda, hello. Shatika, hello. Chuck, hello. I've said hi to some of you already. I just want to make sure I got everybody. And hello to Melissa. All right. And I do have my hi turned off, as you can see. So, all right. So I got to where it stopped. So, oh, I was going to go in. Well, actually, I'm going to keep that tutorial open is what I'm going to do. Let's see if there's anything I need. I did send Camille a link. She may or may not be able to join because of the timing with taking her kiddo to work. I just caught on there. That's the yarn got splitty for some reason. Okay, and so it pulled up, my little tensioner pulled up, so that means I just need to pull more yarn out. And just pull some yarn out. All right, you can see that's looking good all the way around. Not getting the holes. Drop stitches like I was last time. And I think the key, 2 keys. I went as far as it would let me go. And I was in panel mode on my cast on. All right. Sorry, it's kind of wonky. It's really, it's something about the angle I'm spinning it at. It's not the machine. It's me. It's user error. Okay, I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to go about 2 more rows, and then I'm going to show you the other little clue. You can see my ends are not totally clean, but they're much better than they were last time. The key was going past and then go to where it stops, then come back this way. All right. Ugh. All right, we got a color change. That's kind of fun. All right, let me go to the end of this row, and then I'm going to show you the other tip that I picked up. Let me keep, she's learning how to do it. Yes, the panel, yes. Hey, Renee, have you, Renee and Melissa, have you learned how, do you have one of these machines? I don't know how to knit. I do the knitting loom, and now I have this machine I'm still learning on. So I'm in panel mode. In an ideal world, I would be able to make 4 panels or 8 panels. I can't remember what she said for sizing, to kind of make a panel sweater, just sew them together. But that's the idea. So yes. So learning how to do a panel, there is, like I said, it's Kitty Ree is how I would. Let me look at that again and see how I'm pronouncing it. Oh, sorry, Katie Ree. Katie, and then R-E-E, all one word. Katie Ree. She had kind of the thorough dealing with the panel. So I've been in panel mode the whole time, and that I think has helped. Okay, that's as far as it'll go. So when you're in panel mode, it will stop you. And then we're gonna go back the other direction. Oh, I meant to do the clips, but we'll do that next one. So another lady I watched that uses the machine like all the time, can't remember which one that is at the moment. She recommended weighted, and I realized these clamps are probably too big. So I'm going to grab smaller clamps. She recommended clamping your ends of the panel because somehow that helps it. Well, see, we dropped some stitches right there. I can see. That's all right. That's all right. Well, I'll deal with that later. So I'm as far as it can go. But anyway. Yes, exactly, Chuck. Yeah, I did know you knit by hand, Melissa. Machines can knit, but machines cannot crochet. Or at least not yet. We hope never. Let's see if weighting those ends helps with this losing stitches problem. Let's see if it helps. All right. Whoa. Whoa. Definitely lost more stitches. Did I go too fast? What happened? Lost some stitches. All right. Let me go slower. Made it worse, not better. Gosh darn it. And I will pull this all out and maybe I'll start again. You know what? Let me get to the end of this. I'm going to start again. I'll take these clamps off because there's enough mistakes already. This end is almost perfect, but this is how you cast off. You take it out of the guide and then throw it in the middle. Let me turn it that way so you can read it. All right. And then you just, it pulled those under. It's all right. We'll just go back and forth a couple times until it pulls off. Come on. Come on. Get out of there. All right. This is because I'm a beginner, y'all. It's not this hard. I'm still learning it. And I think if I really actually knitted for real, like knew how to knit properly, I wouldn't have these problems. Again, one more promo for this Hirschner's yarn. Again, they're picking up big value, big twist at least. I hope they're pulling everything, but they always have a center pull. Always. So I'm going to pull this back out here. You saw it's easy to get off, but right now it also pulls out very easily. I'm just going to put it in this bowl I have over here because I'm just going to reuse it right now. But this is a nice big bowl, so it should not get tangled. And it's only a few rows. Hopefully I don't have any issues with it. We'll find out. Linda always says to wind it up when you're frogging, but she's probably right. Hopefully for this, I didn't go far enough that it's an issue. So we're starting over. Oh my goodness. Static electricity. Did you all see that? Oh my goodness. It's like sticking to me. All right. Not sticky like, that yucky sticky yarn feeling, but just static electricity. Yeah, it keeps doing it. All right. So I need to I'm going to go back to tubular for a second. Because I want to get to the right position. And I'm going to actually go back around the other way. All right. Hold on. I want to be right there. All right. Switching to panel mode. Let's try this again. Wind the yarn always. Show us the knit. I think the machine does stockinette. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, next time I will show you. I think it's just a plain knit stitch, but I could be totally wrong. I am so sorry about that. Can you pick up the stitch when the machine drops one? Yes, but I'm not experienced enough to know how to do that yet. I know I've seen videos on it. I'm just going to keep learning. So sorry. I'll keep learning, and hopefully I'll have an answer for you at some point. All right, let's try this cast on again. I switched to panel. Hopefully I did it correctly this time. Yes. Be really conscious that I go around everyone. Hopefully I do the last part correctly too, because that was one of the mistakes I think I made. Again, it's the weird angle I'm winding this at. I don't think if I had it in a slightly different position, I'd be having the issues. But also, do be conscious of what yarn you're using. It's not having any problems with this yarn. It literally does not like Super Saver. Okay, so this is where she said it needs to go here. And then it stops. Okay. So that's the cast on. Now I put it through here. This is a yes, you have to do this in order for it to actually go in properly. So 2 separate words there. And then we put it in there. And yes, Missy, I will show you at least. Yes. Nice. Oh, so these are actually like yoga pants kind of material. If you want to see my socks are fun too. They're kitty cats. So it's cold here, by the way. It's like not even, I don't even think, but it does look like knee socks. They're not. Let me put weather. It's cold here. And it's been raining off and on all evening. All right, let's see what we got here. And then I'll go on with the panel. Cast on's one of the hardest things in real knit, right? Like when you're actually knitting. Yeah, it's down to 51 degrees. And the humidity, if you know anything about my humidity, it's normally hello, Melissa. I'm glad. That's so funny. Yeah, that's pink. It's part of my pants. I'm too white for that to be the color of my skin, which that's kind of funny. Thanks. Yeah, Melissa, I was just speaking to, is my neighbor's sister. And then Melissa, yeah. So Texas is 83, and we're here cold 51 in Colorado. So I'm actually going to go see my neighbor. Isn't that hard? Picking up stitches is tricky though. Okay. Okay, good to know. Okay, so I got to where it stops. It won't let me that way, toward me. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't get, I want to make sure you can see this part. Okay, I thought that too. I kept trying to figure out. That's so funny. I'm so glad. Yeah, Renee, I understand. Oh, Aruba Aloe, in my opinion, that brand. You have to just get it online, but Aruba Aloe is amazing. But I'm so glad somebody said something so they could explain that they're just my pants. They're just my pants. Because those would be like wild knee socks. That's so funny. I love it. That makes me laugh. Now, y'all need to watch my video tomorrow because I'm going to tell a story about how goofy I am sometimes and how I don't always think through very well. It was a bad decision by Lori that happened yesterday. So be looking forward to that. It's a good one. All right, so I'm stuck here. yes, I'm trying to OnlyFans my channel here with the bear skin. Obviously kidding. Oh, my kitty's right here. She's like trying to join the show. She's like, how do I come up? She's trying to come up. Let's see if she comes up. Come on. Come on. I don't have anything. Come on. Nope. She's like, oh, you don't have anything? I'm out of here. Oh, Noxzema. Yes, I agree. Noxzema is excellent for sunburn too. Yes. It burns a little, but it does actually heal it up. All right, let's try this again. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Let me go back. Okay, so it is supposed to go behind there. And then I need to make sure it goes around that. Okay, I think it lost that stitch. Okay, going back. No, it didn't lose it. All right, we're good. Excuse the back of my head. I'm sure that's what you just saw, right? Okay. I think I need for my own brain to balance this a little bit. So you notice this time I'm not having any stitches dropping in the inside. The first row after the cast on is the most important. That's whether you're doing the panels or otherwise. Okay, so when it stops, I go the other way. So technically we have one row right now. I'm so sorry I did not show you the knit. I'll make sure when I get a little further that we do that. All right. And this yarn is beautiful. But once I get through my yarn spaghetti is what I like to call it. It just dropped that stitch, didn't it? Yes, no, maybe. Yes, it sure did. We're going to try to do that. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. Probably not. No, probably not. I was probably not supposed to do that. Let's just take it back off and pretend I didn't do that. Put it on here. This is so not what you should do. Okay. Most of my videos are what not to do, right, guys? Okay. All right. See, this is part of why people use waste yarn. So they do these first few rows with yarn that is going to actually come off. So if they do miss stitches or whatever in the beginning, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me try to go at a reasonable pace here. I watched one lady say she got her a panel the same size that I'm doing done in 28 minutes, I think she said. And it was like a full body panel. Oh man, we have that whole mess there again. Okay, we're taking it out again. But I will show you the stitches this time. I guess I should wait till I'm there, huh? To the end. All right. Okay, we're going to try again. That's the first time it's happened badly. This time I think I know what I did. Oh, okay. So to release it, you take it and pull put it in the center. Make sure you don't get your yarn spaghetti on there. All right. And then you wind it and it comes off. And I'll show you these stitches once it's off, which generally takes twice. No. All right. Okay. So that's the stitch it's making. I'll pull it up. I did much better the first go around here tonight. That kind of looks like an I cord. That's kind of funny because it does tend to curl around itself. Come on, come off of there. All right. Okay. I'm going to switch to tube, switch to panel. All right. So that's what the stitch looks like. That. Looks like that. What stitch is that? Do as I say, not as I do, exactly. So it depends on the machine. This is a 48 pin. So this is the largest size. There's a 40 pin. This would be what you would want to do if you're doing hats. There's apparently a different cast on called, or wait, was that from your, maybe it was from Renee's light earlier. You were talking about a stretchy cast on. There are different cast ons. So again, I don't know what stitch that is. I don't know. We need more of a panel, I think. I'm so sorry I didn't show you the first time. Okay, we're in spaghetti time. And one more try. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess that up by doing that. All right. Again, nice center pull. Not that it's mattered right now. Okay, cast on. And don't mess it up, Lori. I might have to rewatch that little section of the video real quick. Ooh. So it's in every other. So this would be a cinch type thing, I think. This is another reason some people choose to do waste yarn on the machines. As in, it's extra yarn you're not going to have as part of your project. Let me get this cast on done and then I'll look at chat again. Let me. And so I'm going to do it like that. And then I'm going to come on this side. We'll see. Let's see what that does without me doing the white pen thing. Let's see. All right. Okay. Yarn. Yes. Send you. Yes. I cords. Yeah. Right. Spoonie Stitcher has, and she's really ill. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you know her, or if you're doing Decade Divas or anything, watch a couple of her playlists this week because she's not going to be able to put out any videos. But Spoonie Stitcher did a video, I want to say last week, it might have been the week before, where she had a little machine like my electric ball winder, but it's an electric winder that does I cords because she struggles with the I cords. Yeah. So yeah, that's totally what that looked like, right? An I cord. Okay. So we're at the end. We're going to try this. I'm going to try this again. Hopefully by ignoring that, hopefully it will cooperate with me better this time. We'll find out. We'll find out, won't we? See, that looks connected there, doesn't it? You know what? I'm going to pull this off now before. So I did go too far. Okay. Well, you know, fun times with Lori. You always know you're going to learn what not to do. But anyway, if you want to learn, see a little machine that does I cords. So I almost, like I said, it's about the size of, except smaller around than that ball winder that I have, the electric ball winder that I have. Okay. I don't know why, but that made me think of Sesame Street, the little tune I just sang. Try number 75. Not really. Oh, and it went backwards in counting. It says 998. Okay, we're going to reset that. Let me get to where I need to be, which is right there. All right. All right. Try again. Let's see what we got. We're learning. Yes, that's right. We're all learning together. And I need to watch. I watched this tutorial like 6 times, but I either misunderstood what she said or I'm starting in the wrong place because she was talking about that it needs to be there to make a finished edge. Oh, and one thing I did hear from another person, another Sentro person that I was watching, is make sure your cast on is not too tight. I guess that is a common problem. If you all know me, you know I'm a loose crocheter. Okay. So I think what she's saying is you need this yarn to be here to the right of that pin. Is that mirrored to you all, or is that the right to you as well? I'm casting on for hat. Awesome. But you're actually on knitting needles, right, Melissa? So I believe what she was saying was this yarn needs to be here. Let's find out. Let's find out if this time I thought it through correctly. Okay, I have to go the other way. Oop. Yeah, I think that's what I was supposed to do. Okay. Okay. I think we should be good this time. I'm going to go slow enough that I don't drop any stitches. This is the most common row. I'm going to hold it here because, again, something about the way I'm winding this. Okay. And back the other way. We're moving along. I don't see any drop stitches yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. By the way, whoever said something about which stitch is that? I think that was Melissa. You can do different stitches on here. I just am not that advanced. This is my third time working with this machine. I should have grabbed the hat. I'll show that in a little bit. Let's see if we can actually get this to work this time. All right. Yes. I'm already happier with how the edge is looking. Now notice I'm not going super fast. One of the people I watched that was recommended by Nick, I'll have to go in and drop, or actually if Ahmad wants to drop his channel, that would be great because I know he's probably in bed because, yeah, you can do different stitches. Hey, Michelle, yes, we're trying to do panels again. It is going better. Well, I mean, being relative. I think it's more correct this time. Remember how I kept losing stitches on both ends? I just lost stitches, but I think I'm doing it right this time. Is this my 4th time or 5th time through? It's at least my 4th. All right. And I watched a lady named Katie Ree, Katieree. I did link this video in my description. That's because my yarn's getting all. It's because I yarn spaghettied it too much, isn't it, Linda? And also something about the way, again, I think it's the angle I'm winding. It's kind of strange. Let me not go too fast, especially at the end. All right, there we go. So she said you can even with only this machine, even though this is very large, you can do this in a way you can do socks on here. I don't know how that works, but apparently there's a way to make it work, and there's a way to do different stitches. Okay, we're almost to where I can show you stitches. Okay, again, should have wound it, but also, having done this 4 times now, this was bound to happen. All right, got a little knot made by myself, luckily not pulled tight. I shall fix it. All right. Let's see. I've got Michelle in here, and I've got my neighbor Michelle's sister in here. I assume still. Yeah, I didn't count. Oh, you weren't counting. Okay. Which way am I going? Oh shoot, this way. I looked at which way the yarn was going. Okay. So that is the good thing too, because it was very easy to tell which way I was going. Okay, let me do one more, and then I'll pull this up so you can look at this. This is definitely working significantly better than the last times I tried it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Get to the other end. Notice I'm not trying to go too terribly fast. This yarn is, it literally, do not use Red Heart Super Saver. I don't know why, but this machine says no. I had to switch my yarn. Okay, now I got to pick up the whole table so you can see the stitches there. So what stitch is that? What stitch is that? It would look like that. I don't know what the other side looked like. Oh, there's the other side. Oh, can you see that? Kind of hard to see still. Now I got to get this in the right position. All right. Maybe I will. Okay. Let's see if that works better for me. All right, so we're going to measure when it gets to a point where it looks like it might be long enough for me. We'll see. I hope I have enough yarn on this. I'm confident I do. I have almost 500 yards. I can't imagine one panel taking that much. Now we're getting a color change because it's gradient. Hey, Sam. It is stockinette. Okay. So this side, is this side the knit and this side is the purl because it has the edges? Am I interpreting that correctly? So this is consistently, we're hearing stockinette. Perfect. All right. Okay. And yes. Whoever said, don't forget the weights. Yes. It's now long enough to go ahead and weight the end. So Sam, you must have one of these machines. Do you think this is enough weight here? Oh, we definitely have a problem here. It got bound up on itself. I don't know what to do about that. Hopefully it will release this time. We're going to see. Oh, I think we have a problem right there. I'm going to put the weight there. Let's see if that mess resolves itself. This is why people do waste yarn. Oh, you've never used it because you knit. Oh, yes. Thank you, Michelle. Yes. Remember your thumbs up. Let's see if the weights help. Because this side's messed up either way. So I probably am going to have to pull it all back out again. Because this side is definitely messed up. But the knitting looks really nice, doesn't it? And what do you all think? Why do you think it is that we can have knitting machines but not crochet machines? What is different about the technique? the craft, I guess. Yeah, so it's like it locked up there. I don't know. That's my fault. Came out of the tensioner because I had the ball facing the wrong way. All right. So what do you think? That's a disaster. This is what she was talking about, the weights. It helps with the panel, but there's some issues down here too. There's a drop stitch right there. Should I pull it back out again? It's really pretty though. Look at that. Oh. And to clarify for those of you who just came in, oh, Pow, it's lovely to see you. Are you out of school now? So nice to see. Oh, so I am trying to make a panel. Hey, Helix, you can learn from this too because you can do this on your 22 pin. You have the little one, right? So I'm doing a panel. Somewhere along the line, I made a mistake on this end. I don't mind pulling it out again, but I did want to show you how pretty that is. This is this yarn that I'm using today. But yes, it's very good to see. Not yet, but finals are over. Okay. So you have like a day or two of school, like cleanup days, or that's what I always call them as a teacher. I guess it would be like fix your grade days. Like, oh, you've got some missing work coming. What will you make with panels? So the goal is to make 4 of these panels and make some kind of sweater. It's very easy if you use the tube setting to make a sleeve. You literally just make the sleeve and like make it as long as you want. And then you can crochet at the bottom. And yeah, it's so good to see all of you in here. And there's Presley. I don't know if I said hi to Presley. Sorry, since I'm on my own at the moment, and I might be the whole evening, I'm missing chat a little bit, but I think I'm going to have to take it out. What was the reverse of what I said? Oh, so this side is purl. This side is knit. Oh, I'm not showing you what I'm talking about. So this side is purl. This side is knit. This side is knit. Because Sam's helping me out a lot. Knit use. Oh, yes. And that is part of why I like the idea of using this. Let me see if Sam responded. Chuck, sorry. Yes. Okay. So this is knit where it looks like ribbing almost. And this is purl where it looks like they're laying across each other. I love the way that color change looks on this knit. Doesn't it use at a minimum a third less and sometimes more? So on average, a third less. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out again because this is the issue. I don't think there's any undoing this. So this is how I've been pulling it out. Stick your yarn in the middle, take it off the thing, and you just crank it. And then go to the end, crank it again. I'm going to pull this off because that's my problem child. And then you can see it's just falling off. Okay. It's falling off up to where I've gone through twice. We'll pull it out again. That's all right. It's a learn from Lori. It's fine. Then I can start from the beginning with some folks that just showed up. So the idea is to make panels. You can see how wide that panel is. You know what? And see how stretchy that is. And yeah, so you can, nice little tube that it made. That's also part of why people will do waste yarn that's not actually part of it, because then they can pull the waste yarn off and then like grab these stitches. But I'm going to have to frog this again. But now we can see those stitches and those stitches. And yes, on this knitting machine, there are ways to do other stitches. This is just the standard of what it does. So this is called stockinette. Thank you guys for letting me know, because I use the knitting loom and it does pull out again, pulls out just like frogs, just like crochet. Because I didn't tie anything down. There are ways to cast on, etc., that wouldn't necessarily pull out like this. I mean, if you're a knitter and you're pulling this, if I had knitted all that and having to pull it out and pull it out and pull it out, that would make me cry, I think, from what I know about knitting. It would be a very sad day, but on the machine, whatever, no big deal. I don't mind starting from start again, but I don't know. I don't know what you've made so far. Okay, let me show you. This is literally only the third time. I have still not successfully made a panel. I'm gonna get there tonight. That's the goal. But let me grab the hat after I get this frogged. Let me grab the hat that I made on the tube setting. So this is the panel setting here tonight. I'm gonna switch it to tube setting and get it where it needs to be. I know it's weird that I'm going backwards for a sec. I just want to make sure it's exactly where I want it to be for when I start again. Okay. So something I did differently last time was I did the cast on tube setting. According to Katie Ree, you're supposed to be on panel setting and you're supposed to start with this peg, not this peg. Okay, let me grab the hat so you can see what I've done with it. Pow. Now, the smaller ones are really good for amigurumi. There's lots of creators that use it for amigurumi, but let me go grab the hat. And yes, this is my pants. To clarify once again, that's my pants, not my skin. It's not that kind of show, guys. All right. Y'all know I have to get up and talk at the computer at least once while I'm doing this. This is all yarn that came from, it has one drop stitch right there. As far as I know, the whole thing, one drop stitch. I have heard a lot of people use this. No, yes, chef. It was my other job. It was, just remember it takes balls to be a hooker. I don't know what kind of statement we can make about knitting, but anyway, this is my lovely foam Chanelope. She came that way, so I call her Chanelope Chanel, like Chanel. Yeah, Penelope Chanel, but it's just silly. So this is what I've actually made, Pow. This is reversible. This is all the yarn that came with the machine. And I put hooks in so I could put that pom-pom on either side because it's this type. This side is harder to get out. But this side looks like strawberry, like some different strawberry ice creams. This side, which, I haven't woven in my end because, why would I? Why would I actually complete the project? What a concept. All right. All right. So this side, to me, very much looks like Neapolitan ice cream. So that's the side I keep out because I think that's kind of fun. It's very slouchy. My head only goes, I have a tiny head though. My head only goes to about here. So that's all the yarn that came with it. It takes, like, that's true. It takes balls to be a knitter too. That's right. Knee socks, yes. But I will show you my socks because they're cute. They're kitties. And you can see that my foot is not very big, which I have mentioned before to go with my not so big hands. All right. And I'm not being sarcastic there. I have tiny feet and tiny hands. For my height, I'm 5'5", so 65 inches, or how many ever centimeters that is. I don't have any idea. But Pal, I just wanted you to see that. Yes, my calico kitty socks. Yes, I like them. It's cold here today. It was down to 51 last time I put in my weather, but anyway, it's slouchy. It does fit. There's better ways to do this, but you can see it stretches. So this side, so I didn't think about this. This is interesting. So this side, are they this? Do they look the same? Yeah, they do look the same. Just, it's interesting when I stretched it out, that looks so different. I guess it is vertical though, huh? And not. So I guess it's all in how you sew it together. Anyway, what I've heard is a lot of people, this is all the yarn that came with the machine, the entirety of it. I've heard people use this as their waste, W-A-S-T-E, waste yarn. So that you put that at the end, the beginning of your project, then you pick up your stitches and pull that together. So yeah, that's what I've completed with it. Right? Doesn't it look so nice? And then this part, my head comes to, like I said, about there, depending on how far I pull this up. But I want to make sure all three colors show. But yeah, and so this is slouchy. It kind of sticks on the top of my head, but it looked better. If I had a red one, it would have been perfect for a cherry. Somebody suggested like a maraschino cherry on top. Anyway, if Chef's still in here, I have a quick question for you. Chef Lori, armchair Chef Lori. She's not actually a chef, just to clarify. She's a crochet lady, yarn lady, and postal nut. If you want to know anything about postal service, she's your gal. She will help you out. She will help you out in figuring out how to save money, how to get things there the best and the fastest. At least as much as she can. Now, can she always get things there? She can't get things there any faster as an employee, but she knows some insights, like information to help. I'm sorry. I'm being neurotic and trying to get that on her head correctly. There's a race is over. Yes. Okay. What I was saying, what was I was talking about, what was I going to ask you specifically? Oh no. What was I going to ask you, Lori? Oh my gosh, what was it? It wasn't about postage. It was about crochet. Yeah. And so with the 22 pin, obviously you would need to do panels. You could do like panels and connect them to get a same look. But you wouldn't be able to just do. Okay, erase it. What? Shoot, Chef Lori, what was I going to ask you? I specifically was like, if you're still in here, I need to ask you. I don't know what it was. Darn it. Have you used yours yet? Have you used this yet? That's not the question I was going to ask. Oh, she was watching probably NASCAR or Indy. Which one? Because I know there's a bunch of races this weekend, right? It's okay, Chef, that you weren't listening because, again, I can't remember what question I was going to ask you. NASCAR. Okay. I had a good guess. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Is it raining up there? It's been pouring down here. It stopped raining, I think, now. But Lisa lives in the general vicinity of both of my daughters at the moment. One of my daughters is going to move down toward me, not close to me, but closer. But anyway, yeah, the rain was rough. Watermelon, man, one. Gonna smash melon. Oh, that's fun. The Park Meadows. This is metal, by the way, and this was recommended, this table. Okay, yes, get some rest, and you can watch the rest tomorrow if you want to learn more about the knitting machine. And I do have other ones you can go back and watch. This is, I believe, my third one. The first one was the tube making the hat, so maybe start with that one. And I go through it really slowly, and I had Nick in the chat, Nick and Crafty232, and they really guided me through that whole process. Okay, we're going to try this again. So Hirschner's yarn. I'm not going to pull it out of there because, again, I don't want tangles. Always has a center pull, easy start. Okay, I do love Hirschner's branded yarn for that. All right, my cast on is same old. I'm going to cast on. I think I cast on a little tight last time. Let's see. So you just go alternating. But my goal with the panels is to actually be able to make a paneled sweater. Okay. She said to make sure it was to the right of that and in this notch. There's a little notch under here. Okay. Let's see if this time is a charm. I hope. Nope. I forgot to put it in the threader. See, you saw what happened when I didn't put it where I needed to put it. Okay. All right. If you don't put it through, it won't go under the stitcher things. All right. Try that again. All right. Oops, this way. Oh my goodness. What is that about? Okay. Come off of there. Take it out of the threader. I need to recast on that little section. And now it's probably all sorts of confused. We're going to see how this goes. Okay. We'll see if we can correct my mess up. Okay, so it kind of dropped a stitch, so I'm going to go to the right of this and do that. Let's see if this works. Yes, I think it's going to. Okay. We look okay. Oh, I definitely missed something on the cast on, but that's okay. All right, so we're going again. Not yet, Lori and I were supposed to do something together in March, but never got. Yes, that's exactly it. So what happened in March was suddenly my daughter needed me to babysit a lot more, and I was having a hard time on the weeks where I was, poured here also. Okay, Lisa, so you had the same thing. Michelle will be back. Yes. Chef, at some point. So if I know far enough in advance, here's the problem. I have weeks that I only babysit once on Tuesdays always. And there are weeks I babysit 3 times. And those days are just really tough. And then my hubby. Okay, I'll watch that one. What did she start with, Chef? What did Julie start with? Treasures Made from Yarn. A 28 pin. Okay. Is that an Addie? Oh, Michelle's gone for the moment. Okay, let me go. Oh, come on. I'm trying to look at chat again because I'm just doing it myself. The 28 pin. I think she has the 48 pin like me. The next week, however, we'll take getting out. So I'll take the rain. So yes. Yes. And I think it's a 22 pin. Is it a 28 pin? Yeah, you can do a lot of the same things. You could certainly do these panels. You just would have more of them. Like I said, you could do the hats. No, the 28. I have a big Addie. Oh, you have a big Addie, Anna. Okay, so maybe we can figure out a daytime. Because a lot of times right now, Monday is my only day that's good. Not tomorrow. Well, maybe I take that back. No, not tomorrow. No, tomorrow I definitely am busy. But the following Monday I might be open if your schedule is still the same. Yes, watch. The Addies are significantly better in quality, guys. I'm not even going to pretend. Pillow on because oh, yeah. Yep. Yes, I understand dogs that identify as cats and cats that identify as dogs. I've seen that. Oh, your days off changed, but we could do a video day, do a premiere. Oh, yes, let's do that. Chef, email me. Email me some Monday times that might work, and then some Friday where we could record. Oh, what day? What day would that be good? Wednesday, maybe. Wednesdays. But Wednesdays it has to be evening. So you just let me know. Email me, okay? And we'll try to do this together. And we can certainly do that. You've had, yes, exactly. You've had both. Cats and dogs are very funny because sometimes you're like, that's a dog. What's it? Oh, so what's a premiere? Go ahead and explain that the best you can in the chat, Chef, because I've seen them, but I've never done one. Basically, my understanding, and Chef, please explain, correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding is you record it like it's alive, and then you air it like it's alive, but you've already recorded it. And then that way I would be in the chat with you all watching it instead of interacting like we are here. Okay. So is this, Chuck, is this actually you? Is this you? I think this is Chuck. I found Chuck. She's right here. Okay, I got it right. Hooray. So it looks like alive to the viewers, correct, Chef? Or I can just call you Lori since this is Lori and that's Lori. And I don't think there's other Loris in the chat. I know there's a Lori Armstrong around some of the crochet channels, but I don't think she's been on my channel yet. Anyway, yeah, email me with some dates. Mondays and Wednesdays. Like fooled in a good way or fooled in a bad way. Like, oh, they think it's live. It's a larger channel. They think the person's actually live, but it's not an actual live. Got it. So, well, I say I can make her as fluffy as I want around the middle. This needs to be Chuck. This was $4.50. Look at this is high-end yarn, and it's got thread and sequins to go. Yeah, it's got it and the stuffing. The thing this doesn't have that a Woobles has apparently is, well, first of all, different yarn. Oh, hey, there's the other cat. Did you see him walking through there? Come here, Flinders. You hardly ever get to see him during a live. Come on, kitty. Come here. If I had treats, he'd be over here in a sec. Come here. Can you guys see him? Come here. There he is. He's like, no, I want under there. That's why I was going there. All right. All right, where am I at on this? Okay, I'm at the turnaround point. All right, so yeah. Right? Right? That $4.50 for this was beyond a great deal. This one I'm going to see tomorrow because it's by my aunt's. I'm going to see if it's still open. I doubt it. I know one of mine is already closed. But yeah, that's high-end yarn for an amigurumi, in my opinion. Oh, sorry, it's all fuzzy. High-end yarn for an amigurumi. $4.50 to have everything you need, except, again, the hook. But it has the thread. Like I said, there's sequins. Let's see if I can get them to come back down. Yeah, there they are. And safety eyes. I forgot to mention safety eyes. Now, I might change the safety eyes because I have cute safety eyes, and these are very basic. But I might not have any that small, so I bet I do. But either way, it's everything you need minus the hook. Oh, there's Missy. There's Missy Cat. What? They are being funny tonight. My silly cats. All right. Steel. Yes, that was one of the steel. Yes, Flynn, the orange and white. He is a cute kitty. He's the reason I have an automated feeder though, because when he was about a year and a half, he weighed 18 and a half pounds. And the vet is like, let's see if we can get a little weight off of him. Within a year, I got 2.5 pounds off him. So I got him down to 16 pounds just by using the automated feeder, having the controlled feeding, and it's portioned and all that. So even though he's still a very big kitty, I'm sure you noticed, he's like practically twice the size of Missy. Yes, he was a chunky chunkster. And it's funny because he was such a big boy. He's got quite the flabby belly because he's thin, but it doesn't like shrink down. The skin doesn't. Make a trip tomorrow to try to say goodbye, but it turns out all of yours in Utah are closed. I know one near me is still open till, let me see. I think Wednesday. Is that the 31st? Yeah, that's the 30th. I think it's open till Wednesday. So, but yes, I know. Oh, that's too bad, Helix. That's a bummer. All right. Did I catch up or anything up? Yeah. Mine wasn't worth going after yeah. I did go the other day. I know. I was like, you're right. Don't all women, especially women that have had babies, I think we all have that. I think it's just how our bodies are designed. All right, we're going to go for this. All right. Now, it is normal for it to have lost a couple stitches in the middle. We're trying to do a panel. So that is normal, that those 3 stitches, and it forces you, when you're in panel mode, it will force you to stop. Now, once I get some length on this, I will do what Sam said. Sam, by hook or by needle, she helped out to go ahead and put some weights on the ends. It helps, but I got to get a little bit on there before I can do that. I think we're in good shape this time, y'all. This is panel. Like I said, I'm going to make it. Oh, look at all those stitches that it dropped. Okay. Never mind what I was just saying. All right. We'll just make it work. I don't know why I keep missing stitches. It's very annoying. That one didn't come off. Oh, we have an idiot that likes to shoot off fireworks randomly, so that's what just happened, if you heard that. I think they live nearby, and they drive me freaking crazy. Because it's... What time is it? 9:15 at night here on Sunday night, and probably for the holiday. At least there's some logic to it, but it's not the holiday yet, ding dong. And it's 9:15 at night, ding dong. Anyway, you're getting my feelings on that. I have some feelings about it. More for people, especially people that have dogs that get really frightened by fireworks. It's terrible. Why be a jerk? Why are they jerks and thoughtless and selfish? Okay, that's all my feelings. I'll just save the dogs. All right. My cats could care less, and Lebowski, my dog, doesn't seem to care. But I know my neighbor's, Michelle's last dog, really, he would not be okay whenever there were fireworks. They felt so bad for that boy. He was such a sweet guy. Anyway, okay. This is where we want to be. 17th time's a charm, right, guys? Oh, nope, not through there. I need to take my time and make sure it's grabbing every stitch. Not here. My cast on, I think, has been fine. But I need to make sure it's grabbing the stitches. I need to pay more attention to the machine. So the advantage to doing the thing that Armchair Chef was talking about, the Premiere Live, is that then I could be paying attention to the chat a lot more. Because I'd be in the chat instead of working on the machine. And so, okay, to the right. And through there. And then let's make sure that's okay if it drops this stitch. Oop. Okay. Let's make sure it's picking up all those stitches, and then I'm going to look at chat here in a sec. I'm going to watch really closely that it's getting every stitch. The Addies are much higher quality, and you won't have the weird problems that I have with the plastic. And also, you can use Red Heart Super Saver on an Addie. This machine very emphatically told me, no, I'm not using that yarn. I heard it. Did you all hear it when I tried to use Red Heart as waste yarn? Yeah, I wasn't even trying to use it as the yarn. Again, completely normal that it loses those. Now, here's where I need to watch that yarn goes under each one. I think I just need to go a little bit slower than I was in the beginning. All right, and then I get to the end here. Once I've made sure it picked up every single stitch, I'm going to go ahead and look at chat. And it goes past, it tells you where to stop. Let me look at chat. Okay. Yeah, see, that's the other way. But Camille couldn't be here tonight, so that's the other way that's been helpful. It's been helpful when she's been in here to help with the chat. But I think if we do it the way we want to reuse waste yarn, yes, over and over and over and over again. Yes, one panel is how many inches in front or back. So it depends on how many pegs you go. Once I have a little bit more length, what did she say? She measured it. The Katie Ree that I was watching, because she did this many pegs. I'm trying to remember. What did she say? So if you're a small, one panel is wide enough. If you're an extra large, 2 panels is wide enough. So I'm assuming I need 2 panels front and back. So 4 panels front and back to get a full front. So that's my understanding. I don't remember the inches, but yeah. Oh, well, yeah. The waste yarn for other projects, you want to be flat. Yes. Yeah. But yes, Chef, I think we could definitely do what you're suggesting just to make our schedules work a little better, to get everything, because it's my babysitting that has made it so hard for me to do weekday things unless I just do it last minute like I have a couple times. It's been brutal. But this week, I think I only babysit Tuesday, just Tuesday, but I have some miscellaneous appointments and whatever. The patterning is great on a knitting machine. Yes, and you can do the color work and all that stuff. I'm not there yet. I just want to make a panel. That's where I'm at right now. All right. So it stops. We go the other way. Oh, you can't see that. Like that. Okay. Okay, it stops. So I know I need to go this way. Okay, watch that it goes in all the stitches. Make sure all the stitches are going in. All right. So, Chef, if you wouldn't mind asking the chat if they would like that, where it's you and I kind of learning together, because yours is the smaller one, right? Or do you want to use your Addie? If they would like that, and when they would like to see that, what night of the week. So because the Sentros are made of plastic, the Addies are higher quality. They cost more, but they are better. So it is one of those cases where you get what you pay for. I'm kind of, even though I'm using the tensioner, I'm kind of guiding it with my thumb here a little bit. I think that's helping. So far, haven't lost any stitches. Again, I think I'm at a weird angle for my turning it. Linda, have you used yours? Okay, yes, there you go. Thank you. Perfect. Start with the small one. Perfect. Because I can help you with the tube. Because I'll do what I'll do, Lori. I think this is a good idea. You're gonna, because on there, starting with the tube is the easiest way. So like you could basically make a tube sock. Is the easiest way to do it. But I could on this make a sleeve using the tube function for this sweater. All right. Am I all the way? Yep. I'm going to push that. And I'm kind of guiding it with my thumb, but not really. I'm just kind of keeping it aligned, I guess. So far, we're doing much better. But yes, answer Chef Lori, please. If I knew how to do a poll in here, I would. I think I just missed a stitch. Yep. But it's on the edge, so I'll just make it work. Are these missed stitches? How did that? All right. Take it off again. Got to take it all off. Because it's so much fun. What the heck did I do to this machine? And don't force your machine, okay? I don't know what I did to it, but it wasn't happy with me there for a sec. It normally comes off easier. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. All right. Okay, that's enough that I can get there. Okay, it's ready to go the other direction. Yay, we're frogging again. So there we go. Good times, good times, good times. Yes, right. So then that way we can be in the chat with you. You can see, because Lori has those capabilities. Well, we'll chat about it via email. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Because like I said, what we can do is we can use the tube function. I can do it to make a sleeve. So I have one of these blue gradient and I have two of the yellow. So I'm thinking of doing some blue panels and some yellow panels. Maybe 2 blue panels and 2 yellow panels. Oh, let me show you the yellow so you know if that makes any sense. So there's their yellow gradients. Would that look good together? All right. Throwing that over there. My kids are going to start coming over on Saturdays again. So Saturdays are no then for you. Right, Michelle? Is that how I'm hearing that would look? Okay, that would look good. Okay. Tons of that snuggly. Snuggly. What weight is that? All right. Okay, let me see. What's going to be the comfortable? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I think I'm ready to start again. I like all those colors together. Okay. What you just showed. Oh, is that called, you have something called Snuggly? This is actually Hirschner's Worsted Gradients. This is the 8-ounce. Again, Hirschner's branded yarn always has a center pull. It's 100% acrylic, 489 yards. Machine wash and dry, made in China, medium weight 4. This colorway is Sunrise. You can see why. Although it feels like it should have some oranges in it if it was Sunrise, and there did not. And there's golds, but not oranges. It does not say recommended hook size. Oh, there it is. Crochet size I or 9 hook, which I know is 5.5 millimeters. For those of you who knit, it says US size 7 needle. I don't know what size that is, but crochet would be a 5.5. It's a true 4. To me, that's a true 4. So this is different than Snuggly. What's Snuggly? But I can watch the replay. So yeah, that's true. 100% chef. That Bag-O-Day yarn would be absolutely stunning on this because you're seeing so much of the yarn. And then that gradual fade. I mean, that would be a gorgeous panels. My goal is to make enough. I still haven't successfully made one, but to make 4 panels. And my thinking is this blue gradients and then this yellow gradient. So 2 and 2 either, or maybe do 8 small panels. And then I would have like a yellow and a blue and a blue and a yellow on the front, and then vice versa on the back. But then they would be shorter panels. That'd be better than half and half. So yes, that's what I think I would like to do eventually. Living in hetero. Okay. So chef, any other suggestions in the chat? When would you like to see a premiere? Nope, not through there. Okay. Gotta get my brain wrapped around what I am doing here. Casting on. Again, my cast on is not the problem. This positioning feels a lot better for me. I know it's like jerking around, but nope. I wanted to show you all. I really am trying to get a panel done correctly. The closest was that first one, but for some reason I keep dropping stitches, and I was even watching. I need to watch closer. Okay, so this is where she said the kitty ree. So I don't want it there because there's yarn there, right? So it needs to be to the right of this. That's what she said. Sorry, I keep saying kitty ree. I mean Katie Ree. I'm thinking of Kitty Lee when I say kitty instead of Katie. Okay. Good. So far, so good. But I've said that before. All right. I need to make sure it's going under every single one. Yeah, that would be really nice. Like blocks of color. Okay. Opposite. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I think if you did this off camera, yeah, well, maybe. Yo, I'm off. You're right. Sorry. Thank you. I moved it too much. Thank you, chef. Glad I didn't go too much far. This was just the basic cast on is all I did. Which I will definitely go through that again when we do it with the tube mode It is the same, but it's also not. Now it's headed back the other direction. But I'm just trying to make sure it's going underneath every pin. I wonder if I could get it down lower. If I was thinking, I could have done, if I would have gone to Restream instead of StreamYard, then I would have been able to do 2 cameras and you could have seen my face too. Is that better? Because it's right here. Yeah, right? That's better. Okay, make sure it goes under every single one. All right. Oh my goodness, this is so silly. But it's been such a struggle. Because the machine isn't hard. I'm just going kind of slow to hopefully not have that problem anymore. And then back. Okay. It was in this vicinity. I'm going to watch really closely. It's going underneath each of those pins. I'm going to spin it weird again. I know you guys don't like that, but while I'm watching it closely. Okay, this is going better. Okay. Okay, spin it like a normal person. All right, let's see. Yes, it's telling you how you can drop your channels. Is it good now? You can see everything? Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, this is good. Okay. All right. I will keep. That's as far as it can go. I'm just watching it very carefully that it's going under each pin, that the yarn is going under the pin. Because that's how the machine drops stitches. Apparently, there's some fancy ones that you can program when to skip stitches and stuff like that. Okay, this is kind of where it was. Gosh darn it, why is this so goofy here? It's like it needs an oil change. It's that kind of stiff in that one section. It's like it doesn't want to glide. All right. And that is the section that I've been dropping stitches, but so far so good because I'm watching very closely. All right. All right. Is my head in the way? Are we okay? There, so you can see some light a little better. I don't exactly know what's going on there with that weirdness, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's a little better, but come on. I want that one section, man. It's really not hard to use. It's just, like I said, a lot of this is user error and learning. And I have no problem showing you guys the struggles I go through in the learning process. No issue to me at all. I always told my students, feel free to teach me. Feel free to correct me if I make a mistake. They will. They were always nice about it too. The other day that happened with the 6th grader I was tutoring. I don't remember what I did, but I added something really weird. She's like, I think you meant to do this. So yeah, I make mistakes there too. Okay, watching. Oh my gosh. I gotta do it this weird spinny way sometimes. I don't know. It's this one section of pins. I do love this little table though. They had one watermelon one at the store the other day, or maybe 2 or 3. And the suction cups stick really well. I mean, I really have to pull them off, so I'm not going to, but all right. See, this way it doesn't seem to have as much issue, but again, I'm watching very closely. Sorry about the lighting. I'm watching very closely that it's going underneath each. Because that's how you'll drop a stitch. See, going this direction, it's not as spazzy going through there. But this direction, man, it does not. At least we're not losing stitches this time, though. Might be weird, but I wonder if my cast on was too tight in that specific area. I wonder if that's what's going on, because Katie Ree said something about that. Okay, now I'm past the weird place. Well, maybe not. I feel like there's something I'm doing wrong that's making it. Like I said, this direction, I'm not having any problems. Okay, we might have enough for weights. So I'm going to go ahead and see. Put that on there. Oh, see, it's all goofy here. Because it should be stopping right there. I don't know. This is probably going to get pulled out again. No, not probably. It will. It's all right. Yep. Oh no, I know. This I wouldn't. This is why people do waste yarn, because that's just the first row. This, I don't know what's happening there. It's like it dropped too many stitches, but then didn't drop a stitch where it should have. I don't know. Okay, let's just get some of the pretty color on. This direction is just so smooth. I don't know what's happening the other direction. Let's see if it is smooth this time. Sure. Oh, wow. The weights actually made, huh. Maybe I need to put the weights on sooner. But yes, I will have to pull this out. You're absolutely correct, Chef. That's all right. That's all right. We're learning. Okay, so I just saw a giant difference by putting those weights on the end. Holy mackerel. What a difference. And these are even, like, I have the 2 options. These are from Dollar Tree. I thought if I needed bigger clamps, I could, but these little clamps already made a huge difference. That's wild. Okay. Yeah. So time to pull it out again. But now I know to try to put those on sooner. All right. Are we having so much fun? Yeah, so much fun. All right. So when you're casting off, when you're getting it off the machine, You just put the yarn to the middle so it's not going underneath, and then you can just pull it off. Oh my gosh, sorry, it's jerking around again. I guess it really liked those weights. Now they have weights you can purchase for them. What did she call them? A different content creator called them, what was it? Claw weights, I think that's the name it was. All right. Lots of fun frogging tonight. Who expected all the frogs? All right, so it's making me wonder if I should definitely put some waste yarn on there. In which case, I need to quickly watch a tutorial on color changing to make sure that I don't have. With the tube, it was easy. You literally just put it on where you want it and then go. So easy. But when I tried it with the panel, it just created all kinds of problems. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm way over here pulling this out. Like I said, frog's very easy. It looks so pretty. But, when the beginning and the end are messed up, it's not going to work. All right. What do you think? Do you think I should throw some? Oh, thanks for that. Watch people make the tubes. Yeah. Oh, the tubes, the weights help on the tubes too. I didn't know that trick with the tubes. All right. Oh, that's because I'm trying to pull from the beginning. No wonder it wouldn't come loose. It pulls out really easy. Oh my goodness gracious. Hooks, yes, definitely for those of you in. Hi, the 16 of you that are in the house. So what do you think? Waste yarn? Should I do some waste yarn and see if I can get it to cooperate? Okay. Not Red Heart Super Savers, what I learned though. For whatever reason, this machine does not, the Sentros. Addie's, it's fine. Sentros do not like. Okay. Okay. Well, my phone making its daily contribution. All right. Oh my goodness. I need to fix something really quick. Thank you, Lexi. I fixed it. If Helix is still here, thank you. Yes, my phone. I'm at a loss of practice makes perfect. Yes, Lisa, absolutely. So the waste yarn, W-A-S-T-E yarn, is yarn that you can use over and over. So it's not wasted in that sense. It's just yarn that you're putting on at the beginning or end of a project to try to get it to cooperate. Hopefully I fixed the problem that Lexi mentioned. I know to do that, but it's been a crazy day. I've been trying to let me get up and get some waste yarn here. That's not Red Heart Super Saver. This yarn is very pretty, and it worked really well as waste yarn last time. Okay. Are we still, everything can see, everybody can see pretty well? All right. Yes, my phone it's a gift. Some knitting needles. You're hilarious. I have knitting looms. I thought this would be similar. I'm not having quite that experience. Okay, I'm going to put this in one of my makeshift yarn bowls. It's a good old empty. I use all kinds of things as yarn bowls. All right. Oh, I need a longer tail than that. That's one thing they all emphasized, a long tail. Like everyone I watched emphasized that. Okay, that feels like it's a little tight. Oh, where was my phone when we needed it then? Okay. Okay. All right. So this is cast on. This is, you're alternating. Now, you don't have to go the whole way, but I want to go the whole length. So it's every other. And then she said, make sure you're to the right of that pin. Okay. And under, so I'm sneaking it under this little, there's a ridge there. Never they, so Lisa, up until 3 weeks ago, I was exactly the same. The tubes are so easy. You're here for the laughs. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I hope you're getting a good show. Yes. He likes it. Lexi, if you wouldn't mind checking and making sure it is corrected and it did actually save, that would be lovely. Appreciate you. I know better than to not check that, and I did not do that today. All right. So it's to the right. It's underneath. And as far as it will let me go. And now we come back the other way. Let's see, we just missed all those stitches. What the heck? But I could see it. See, it's not. What the heck is going on with it? Oh, I'm not in the guide. That's why. Okay. Very important. Make sure you're in the guide. I thought I was not. I'm going to hold the yarn this time for a little bit. There we go. Now we're going underneath. I hope that isn't what I've been doing other times. I'm going to try to just crank through this. So this yarn is going to be what's called waste yarn. This is not actually going to be part of the sweater. And it gets it to lay flat. And we're just going to, as far as it's concerned, we're just doing all the same things. But I might have to watch a video tutorial here. What kind of yarn is this that I'm using? I cannot remember the brand. It's a sage color. It's very nice. It might be actually that Himalaya brand. Which I think is Hirschner's as well. Okay. Let me get, whoops, one more time around. You can see where. I'm going to put it in here. Let's do, what did somebody say? They do six waste yarn rows. I think that was what it was. Cast on doesn't count. Okay. So this is, again, we're just trying to get it on fixed. Thank you. 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 Lexi. Helix. If you don't know Helix, you can do hooks 247 if you want. No space, hooks 247. That'll drop your channel. And anybody else who wants to. It's there. I just don't, it doesn't flash up very often, but if you want to drop your channel while I'm trying to get some waste yarn on here, WASTE yarn. And you can see it missed some stitches down here. So glad this is just waste yarn. I don't need to already pull out things again. Let's make sure it's not missing stitches now. It's because the tension's too tight. All right. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna hold it. Somebody said, one of the videos I watched today said they said they always hold it and don't use their tensioner. All right. We're just, because we've seen this a million times. And again, I don't actually care if it drops a stitch or two on those first rows, which it definitely did, because this isn't going to be part of the project. It's a waste yarn. Okay. I know it's shaking quite a bit. Oh, sorry. I keep trying to get my head out of the lighting that's right overhead. Let's do a few more. Oh, you know what? Let's add the weights, like Chef said. Add the weights. All right. And the literally Dollar Tree clips. That's what those are. I usually use them to clip bobbins to my work. Let's see if I put this down here, if it's going to cooperate better. Nope. I have to keep pulling it off this ball. All right. Where's my phone? Again, it had an opportunity and it missed it. Okay. So again, none of this is actually going to be part of the project. It's just there to give you a good start, I guess would be the way to describe it. I'm going to have to watch a video real quick. Wish I had some music or something you could all listen to when I do that. Okay. I now pretty much feel like I've gone far enough. And it doesn't look like it's missing any stitches now. It did back here. Man, those weights make a difference. Holy mackerel. And it's not a lot of weight. It's just some weight. Or is it hooked up there? Is that okay? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. All right. Where is Camille? She, yes, she had said she was having to drive her son to work and yes, and family time as well. So she had lots going on tonight. So that's her thing. Let me find a real quick. Okay. 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 What did I go in here for? Tutorial on color changing. Anyway, yeah, so she just wasn't able, like the timing didn't work out for her tonight. And that's fine. It's whatever, because she doesn't have one of these machines. It's helpful having somebody on live with you, like Chef was talking about with the diamond painting that she did with another yarn, Shannon. And I clarify it's another yarn Shannon because there's also the Spoony Stitcher Shannon. So another yarn Shannon was on live with her and was helping her with chat while she was doing the diamond painting. And that's what's happened. Again, I'm going to implore you, if you can find time to watch a few of the Spoony Stitchers videos this week as she or one of her playlists or something, as she's really gotten hit badly with illness and isn't going to be able to put out. Okay, I'll check that out. Thanks, Chef, for dropping that. Okay, where was I going to look up? Color change. on Sentro. Oh, Santro. Santro and Sentro are not the same thing. You got to spell things right. Okay, I'm going to put this to silent and watch it. This is Amelia Rake Straw. R-A-K-E. Amelia, like Amelia Earhart, Amelia Rake Straw. That I'm watching at the moment. Okay, she says, see what she's showing. I want to make sure they. Okay. Interesting. She has some wax. This is interesting. She has some wax here. Okay. She says, take it out and put it. Oh. I'm trying to watch this. Sorry. Again, I don't have any music or anything. Just looking at my thigh highs. Just kidding. Okay. I need to back it up already. I have the attention span of a high school student sometimes. Okay. I'm watching really closely. Oh, and then grab the two. Between the two needles, okay. Okay, so I think I know what to do. Let me, how do I copy this? Okay. Copy link. I'm going to email it to myself so I can put it in the. Okay, the cat has decided to join us again. She's sitting in my lap here. Oh, I thought she was going to go right underneath there. Sorry, missed the kitty. Kitty cat. Her little butt's under there. You can hardly see her. All right. Okay. That is emailed to myself. So here's what she's saying that I need to do. And again, that is Amelia Rake Straw. Amelia Rake Straw. Okay, here's what she says to do. You put it in the middle. Oh, I need to crank so that it's between then I add the new color. Where's my end? There it is. The beautiful Hirschner's end. All right. And then you put it through. She said you need to be between pins. And then she says that the key is holding those yarns together and put it through the guide. Sorry. Let's see if this works. And then this is technically the start of my panel. Let's see how this goes, y'all. All right. I might move the weights when I have a couple rows of this glue yarn because right now they're on the waste yarn. Not that that matters really, but that was something I saw her do, was move it up. You could see them kind of popping across the screws. Thanks by hook or by needle Sam for reminding me to put the weights on. And then Chef, you did as well, right? You reminded me. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Armchair Chef. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dropping those links. That's why it's helpful for me to have mods right there to drop those links. It's that weird spot again. Okay, you can see that this is definitely working better. And I'm not having any drop stitches. Not that I can see anyway. Oh, not there. My bad. You can see it's kind of dragging this around. Let me do that and see if that makes it not as... Oh. And never force the machine. If it's telling you to stop, stop. All right. I'm going to crank a little faster, as you can see, because I think things are going better. Oh, let me move that weight. I'm going to move that weight right here. And I'm going to move this weight right here. We're going to see. This way. All right. Yes, this is. Oh, hey, Linda. Yeah, I know it's late for you, right? But this one we've tried a lot. I tried to do it without waste yarn. I finally went to waste yarn, and now I think it's going better. This is a Hirschner's gradient worsted. And it's very pretty. It's this yarn. This is my quote-unquote waste yarn. And I learned you need to put weights on it. That does seem to be helping quite a bit. I'm moving right along now. I'm not seeing missed stitches maybe at the end, but I can clean that up from everything I've heard. You can kind of clean up your end. Although that green, I'm going to have to fix that on the next pass. There is a green one that's kind of hooked up there that I need to kind of fix. All right. So this is panel, so it's going back and forth. And what everybody told me, because it's knit stitch on one side and purl on the other, this is considered a stockinette stitch. Here, I'm going to kind of cheat this system. For some reason, the waste yarn decided it was going to catch. Okay, so I think that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll fix that later. Because it was incorrect. Oh, like I said, I'll worry about that later. This may get pulled out again and started again, but I'll just make sure. I wanted you guys to see some color change from the yarn because it looks so nice. I mean, you can already see it a little bit here, right? Bring this up here. All right, so lots of things. Haven't made a panel, but on tube I did better. Okay, so you used weight yarn on the tube too. Waste yarn on the tube. How many are on your row 1, Melissa? Holy moly. It looks nice, doesn't it? This is waste yarn. This will come off. But it looks so nice. And there you can really see the stitches on the other side. So I'll figure out how to fix that part of my panel. I'll get this. Each time I'm getting closer to having a good product. This beginning looks really good from what I can tell. This part. This one looks good. The waste yarn, not so much, but this part. So I'm going to bring that weight up as well. Anyway, these are the things I learned. And I think this time I feel successful. I'm still going to pull it all out because it's not quite right here. So, but all of it was much better than last week when I tried the panel. And I got to everything I frogged. So we are now officially into some new yarn. I'll get around to the end. I didn't pull enough out. And then it's too much tension. One lady says she never uses this. She only holds it. But the yarn's going that way, so I need to roll this way. When I get to the end here, I'm going to go ahead and call that good because we're at a little bit over 2 hours. Yeah. Okay, 96. Whoa, yeah, that's a long cast on. Yes, correct. Because then what you do is you go in and you basically pull that off. I have to watch that again, how you take the waste yarn off. I mean, it looks like it goes, but it doesn't. And that it's a bit of a mess, the waste yarn itself. But Linda says even use the weights with tubes, but you can see this has got like fewer stitches than it should, and this is a mess. So I will wind it this time as I'm frogging it but now I feel like the next time I do this, I'm going to actually be able to do this where I don't have it all messed up. So, all right. All right. So to take it off, I'm just going to pull that. I'm just going to go ahead and pull those off. And to quote unquote cast off, basically free the loops. Yeah, see, it's already starting to pull off. That one didn't come off. Come on. All right. Hopefully. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Should I show that? Should I show that, Melissa? To my email, I assume, or to Facebook, to Messenger, or to my email, Melissa. No, I was being silly. That one didn't come off though. All right. That's what the panel looks like. You can see how that edge is nice and straight now instead of curling like the waste yarn. But again, this end is a mess. So I just need to figure out how to not have that happen, and then we'll be good. I'm going to wrap this around here. Yes, okay. Yeah, show it and okay. No, not my photos. It's not going to be in my photos. What am I thinking? Okay. Oh, I love them. I'm going to cover your name just for your privacy there. All right. Oh, actually, can I click in? Yes. These are Melissa's socks. They're so cute. What colorway is this? It's very pretty. So, yeah. They look like they fit nicely. Did you Melissa actually knitted these. I saw too, Linda. There's have videos, yeah. So sorry about the light above my head. There we go. That's a better angle. I like the blue trim too. That's fun. That's the height sock I really like, just above the ankle. I want it to be above the top of my shoe, but yeah, those are great, Melissa. But yeah, it's over the 2-hour mark. We've learned a lot together as per usual, and now Chef and I will get something figured out where we can film it. And then if you want to, maybe I'll put a poll up in my posts and ask you, when should that premiere? Yes, some sandals really, you need something to help with the sweat. Otherwise your feet slip around in them, right? Are they called sandal socks? Or are they, oh no, the kitty got the waste yarn. No, come here. Oh, she's going after the frog project now. I am actually winding it onto this on the outside here. Anyway, well, that was very helpful. Well, we got to get a time where we can record together, right? That's the challenge. But I've given you my days that might work. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. It's just in me. I just want to teach all the time. It doesn't matter what I'm teaching. Yes, I was a math teacher. That was my job, but I like teaching this stuff way more. It's way more fun. And I do like tutoring. That one-on-one teaching is a blast. Walmart. No shorties with pattern. Okay. She's a fixer. Yes, I like to fix things. That is true. I really like to fix things. I don't like throwing things away. I want to fix them. I like to fix things. And I like to upcycle things. So I don't throw things away, which is why I said, okay, here's a couple examples. This was an Unstoppables. For a skein, it's great. You Sentro pull out of there and it keeps your yarn in there. So if you're like me and your cat's, oh my gosh, my cat's got a hold of this yarn and it is coming all the way over from the bookcase. All right. I'll fix that later. Oh, I love them. I love them so much. They're so sweet, but they're so naughty. Naughty kitties. And they're not like dogs where you can train them a little bit. I mean, some dogs are very trainable. Some dogs are at least somewhat trainable. Cats do what they want. They're characters. I like them a lot. They're sweethearts, but they are what they are. They're cats. All right. So Superwash. Okay. Is it 100% superwash wool? Or do they have something mixed in to make them stronger for socks? Yes, I'm just about to say goodbye. Well, yes. That thankfully we have had to do that for the kitchen table. The squirt, we have this, I got little tiny squirt bottles, spray them with a little bit of water, then they don't get on the kitchen table anymore. That's the one thing I effectively trained them to leave alone, but not anything else. What was I using tonight? Oh, this one. This one, it had a handle cap. So I cut the top of it so you could like hook it on something and then pull through there. It was originally, I was holding plastic bags in there, but I think that would be good for yarn too if I could like hook it on something. Anyway, like I said, I don't like necessarily even just putting stuff in recycling. I'd rather find another way to use it. Obviously, I can't do that 100% of the time, but thank you so much for all that you do. You can train cats. You just say, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just the time investment that I don't have. Yeah, this one, I really extra like that's just hot glued on there. But like that was a cap and with the handle, like that's do you do want to melt? It looks like I need to go back through and melt or put super glue along the edges so it doesn't catch. I think that's why I had it at plastic bags and not yarn yet, because it has like that little edge I gotta fix. But yeah, this one is one of my favorites actually. So yeah. Anyway, yes, good night. And I'm at least 4 goodbyes into my 21 goodbyes. Okay, so it did have something else. Usually if you're going to use it for socks, you want, is it nylon? Is that the one that you want in it to give it some strength? Yes, cats are trainable. It's just you have to have time. You have to really have time. And they will learn. I mean, they will. Okay. I'm going to push it down to tube, push it back to panel, and then hopefully when I come back to that, here, let me switch cameras for a sec. Oh, he left that door open. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. While I whack everything. Let me switch this for a sec, just so it's a slightly better background. Oh, isn't that neat? I just covered the camera. How special of me. All right, I'm going to switch cameras here for a second. Settings, camera, so I can say hello and goodbye. Hello. And that's one of my yarn things. It's a shoe container, but works great for yarn. Oh, that's a litter robot. We don't need to see that. And my TV that I literally never use. All right. I don't even know where the remote is right now. I used to have it in a place so I could grab it if I want. Yeah, no. Not so much. Anyway, I will let you all go. Good night, and nylon. Yes, okay. Well, thanks for stopping in. Hit the thummies on your way out, and Lori, just text or email me, whichever is better for you. Maybe email because of the length. Try to figure out. I am so sorry. Timing that works with your new schedule. That would be good. Oh, bad blanket. Yes. Okay. I need to work on my cat is what I need to work on. So, and I have to record my yarn management for tomorrow. So I've got plenty to do. So I will let you, I've got plenty to do. I will bid you adieu. All right. Anyway, I appreciate you all coming in, and it was a learning experience. I think quite possibly the next time I do it, it will be done correctly. I hope. Anyway, all right. Thanks so much for coming by and watching and commenting and hanging out. Thanks so much for the thummies, and I will see you all soon. Talk to you later. Bye.